Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 26th. It's October. It's 2025. And I am so far out in the desert. It's insane. It's insane. And sunset is any minute now. And I just saw, it's crazy because there's absolutely no clouds anywhere except right there. And they're chemtrails. And they're they look like feathers. Long, thin things and then wispy things, but only in front of the sun. But that's normal. That's normal. The government shutdowns. There's no chemtrailing, but there actually is quite a bit. All the time, everywhere. Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean you should tweet it and then watch other people repeat it. And speaking of that, people repeating things that I never ask people, do you have a crazy headache? Does your eye hurt too? Does your elbow hurt? Because a lot of people watching will be like, it does. And then that's called social engineering. And it spreads a false narrative all over the place. Remember the old days when people like COVID is secretly, those people in China, it's 5G that's killing everybody. 5G wasn't up. They used the lockdowns to install the 5Gs. How do I know? Because I never locked down. I never did one single solitary thing that they said. And here I am in the middle of the desert in 2025, warning you that bad times are a-coming. Really bad times are a-coming. But let me show you this video from this dude. I don't even know who he is, but he was in my feed this morning, which I find very, very strange. And he is just spreading the worst information I've ever seen in my entire life. And if you can't see that this is social engineering, go watch Cutie Pie or whatever his name is. So this dude's name is Riverside Homestead. He's got 500,000 subscribers, and he just put this video out. And this is what he's spreading. His video says, November 1st warning, essentials will be locked up. He's saying that on November 1st, well, listen to what he says.
Benefit chaos starting November.
Have you guys realized you only got a few days before things go down? This is just one of the things I want to show you.
Breaking news, Walmart has made a major decision ahead of the expected SNAP benefit chaos. Starting November 1st, all Walmart stores will close their doors to in-person shoppers. Only employees will be allowed inside, while customers will have to shop online or use curbside pickup. The company's message to shoppers is clear. Do your shopping before November 1st because you won't be coming in here with that mess.
And we're getting messages like this.
Well, stand by real quick. Did you notice the little news clip that he had there? It wasn't from a news station. The news doesn't say, you ain't bringing all that mess here. Do you see what I'm saying? There's your first hint that it's completely fake. But, I mean, let me let him finish what he's... Let me let him finish with his fear porn, because shockingly enough, he's telling you all the stores will shut down. So go over here to his sponsor and buy all your essentials there. All your essentials. Isn't that just queer? But listen.
Text that the link is definitely cut the off for November. Y'all better stay the out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I live in Chicago. Do y'all think these people finna sit the back without no EBT? You know how many bitches I know that got like 9 kids and depend on that shit?
My kids have not ate in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
Look, guys, it's gonna get messy in more ways than...
So that video is a full 10 minutes long of tweets, TikToks, and Instagrams where people are either completely fake, where they're saying taxpayers have to pay for my kids, my 9 kids. I believe it's completely social engineering. Well, I know it's social engineering, but I believe it's also a psyop. But I also believe that this guy is an absolute scumbag right here, this fella, because with a simple Google search, and I'm in the desert, and I did a Google search, literally in the desert like Jesus. Well, not exactly like Jesus. And if you simply Google it and go to a reputable website like Legal United States, you can simply find it. The question is, Walmart closing November. It has been widely discussed on social media, messaging groups, and short-form video apps. Many users have seen posts claiming that Walmart will shut down its stores nationwide because of changes or delays involving SNAP. However, as of today, there is no official announcement whatsoever at all. And being in the desert, I still took 20 minutes, it's almost dark, scrubbing the internet trying to find anything that wasn't TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook saying all this shit. Do you see what I'm saying? But here's the deal. Somebody started this rumor and I had to find out who. Well, guess what? It's the Snap calculator. Walmart theft threats rise as shutdown drags on. There's a government shutdown, so some people might not get their payments on time. But you know what? It's affecting more than just people that literally continue to have children in order to work the system, because the system is set up so that if you continue to have children, they'll continue to give you checks and checks and checks. When I was a child, my father was in Vietnam. My mother was evil, but she did not go to the police station, because you had to go to the police station and say, hey, I'm a single mother, I don't have a job, and I have a newborn. Can I have food stamps? You'd have to ask, and she wouldn't do it. Now, there's literally flyers up in other countries saying, come to the United States, have a baby, an anchor baby, and then get all the benefits that regular Americans that live there their entire lives, work their entire lives, paid taxes their entire lives, paid Social Security their entire lives, don't get. So don't fall for this. I mean, this guy is a complete scumbag. I left it in his comment section numerous times, and the only reason he's running this non-stop IG, not one single solitary actual link backing it up, because that doesn't help what he's trying to sell. It doesn't help what he's trying to sell. Oh, look at this. You're pushing social engineering. You idiot. Not one real source. You're part of the problem. Several videos. What Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is wrong with you? How about an actual source? And I don't care what his reply is, because I don't care what his reply is. I know what his deal is. Okay? Unbelievable. And he just plays on and on and on. All these people offer the internet with a big commercial in the middle to switch over to his sponsor. But yep. According to this guy, or according to the internet, they're coming for you. I just posted this on Patreon. It's ready. So there it is. No, published without preview. See that? You just saw behind the scenes. Amazing. At any rate, one simple thing, and he still didn't take the video down, and clearly he saw my message. Clearly didn't take it down because he's trying to sell a product. Nothing more, nothing less. But here's the fun part. Somebody is setting us up for civil war, period, because this ain't stopping. I mean, what about this yesterday? The No Kings rallies. Look at these people. Look at these people protesting. They're protesting something that's not going to change. But there was several million. I think it was like 7 million people dressed up like absolute gay people, imbeciles, bananas, jerk-offs, assholes. And what this does is absolutely nothing. Trump is the president. He's the last president we're ever going to get. And these jerk-offs don't even see it. So they're out there protesting, but it doesn't do anything. Look at these weak, pathetic people. Not these guys. But, I mean, those are the guys that are going to get sent in, because this is all being done by design. Trump, Soros, and everybody else are all in the same boat. They're all going for the same goal. They need to destroy the United States. Exactly what they're going to do here, they're already doing in the UK. And they're doing it to see what we're going to do about it. So we have a No Kings protest? Really? No Kings. The dude's the president. You ain't going to get him out, period. It just ain't going to happen whatsoever at all. So all these people dressing up like Beanie Babies and Teletubbies and jerk-offs and gay folks jumping around and acting like assholes, all it does is make regular people that are awake, that are asleep, look at them and go, what a bunch of jerk-offs. But it divides the country. I have never seen the country like this in my entire life, and it just doesn't stop, because don't forget, we still have ICE kicking it old school, and then non-stop, never-ending Antifa, which is the same thing I just said about No Kings over to the ICE agents. They don't have to take people out the way they are with ICE, because they're the ones that let them in. They're out there fixing a problem that they caused and telling us they're doing us a favor. It's like somebody kicking you in the dick and saying, good thing there wasn't a bee there, because he could have stung you. What are you doing? You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I'm pissed, and I'm in the desert. It's very, very dry out here, but I'm going to try to get this done before it gets dark. Because when it gets dark out here, it gets 1000% dark. And all the mountain ranges over there and behind me, whenever a plane comes over, for whatever reason, it looks like it's going like this. So it looks like it's pretty disconcerting, but I'm used to it now. At any rate, look at this.
The face-to-face encounter ending with volleys of tear gas, sending this residential block spiraling into chaos.
Now, when I was doing my investigation for this video,
I can't stand this dude. I really can't. But he sits in his basement all day watching videos. He never once goes anyplace. But I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. These clashes in Portland and in Chicago are getting really out of control. People are getting hurt. People are getting rammed. People are getting shot. A couple of people have been shot. It's all part of the process. It's all part of the program. It's all part of the plan, man. And it's astonishing to me that this is all going down and people aren't seeing the bigger picture. Do you know what I'm saying? They just aren't seeing the bigger picture. The thing that this kid was quacking about is that the local elected officials are putting out hotlines and doxing all of the ICE agents. So it's government against government, and all this does is give Trump exactly what he needs, exactly what I told you. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm saying troops on the ground, troops on the ground, troops on the ground, and they have to do that because this just slipped out the other day.
Secretary Hegseth, sir, a memo circulating on social media details the establishment of a National Guard response force that's going to be trained in crowd control and civil unrest and deployed in all 50 states by April of 2026. Can you verify the authenticity of that memo, and do you have any more information on the operations?
I'm not going to answer particulars on something that may be in the planning process, but we definitely do have multiple layers of National Guard response forces, whether it's in each state, whether it's regionally, whether it's Title 10 active duty, whether it's Washington, D.C. We've got a lot of different ways that constitutionally and legally we can employ Title 10 and Title 32 forces, and we will do so when necessary.
Some breaking news. This just in from Steve Bannon about Donald Trump's future presidential ambitions.
Well, he's going to get a third term. So Trump 28, Trump is going to be president in 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is, but there's a plan, and President Trump will be the president in 28.
So if that were to happen...
I mean, they're even saying it on national television. Do you see what I'm saying? They're even saying it. Trump is the last president, people. This isn't coming. It isn't 5-10 years. They're working on this right now. You've got all sorts of Jewish dudes from Harvard University telling us that there's a comet coming in October 29th, and then you got other people, somebody's spreading the rumor that November 1st, all the stores are going to break down. So we're going to have all the worst type of people, all the entitled people that live in the worst parts of the country freaking out about something that may or may not even be happening. Do you see what I'm saying? This is all coming to pass right now. Yeah. So here's something you may or may not know about. Not only do people like myself, and hopefully people like you, see exactly how everything's falling right now, but so do other countries. China, as a matter of fact, has literally put, I think it's 7,000 something tons of gold. Allegedly, the United States has 8,000 tons of gold. And they recalled it when Trump started calling out the tariffs from countries like the UK and stuff, you know, other countries that were holding our gold for whatever reason. There is no gold. We're going to check Fort Knox. No, they're not. China has literally not only done what the dollar was. So the Chinese yuan is now backed by gold. And people are like, yeah, but it's China. Well, they're like, okay, cool. Every country that's in the BRICS, South Africa, Russia, China, India, BRICS, Russia, and whatever the B is. All these countries, China has built repositories with all the gold, serial numbered, who it belongs to. So if you want to go trade your yuan in for gold, you can. You ain't been able to do that in the United States for the longest time. It's coming. It's coming. And I mean, I'm talking any minute now. This is no joke. And if you were smart, get your money out of the bank right this minute. That's not it. right this minute, get your money out of the bank because they're going to take all of it. So instead of having just ones and zeros, you'll have gold and silver. Have them send it to you. I tell you every time, do not get a gold or silver IRA. Have the gold and silver sent directly to your house. Here's something I made while I was driving, and that's pretty much it. It's getting, I mean, look how dark it's getting, and it's only 6:15. It's going to get creepy dark out here. So I gotta take this from Premiere, make it smaller so it'll upload to YouTube and then upload to YouTube. So I'm telling you, I'll leave links below. I'll leave links to a financial channel that explains the yuan gold-backed currency way better than I can. But it is a long video, but it's worth your time. It's very much worth your time. There's 7 stages of every collapse that's ever happened. Great Britain, India, and Spain. There's 7 major things that have to happen, and the 7th is collapse. America is at the 5th. We've completed the 5th. So at any minute now, our dollar is going to break down, and it's not going to be gradual. It's going to be overnight. I'll leave links for that as well. Get your money out of the bank because they're going to steal it all. And this is what I have to say about that. So in case you're not paying attention to the world, you're too busy on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or all the other social apps that are doing exactly what they're supposed to do, distract you from what's really happening. China has backed their dollar, their yuan, with gold. China has put gold vaults in all the countries in the BRICS nations so that if they decide to use their yuan instead of the dollar, not only do they have the promise of the gold, they can actually go and touch the gold. Gold is important. Gold has always been around. Why have I been telling you this? To those that have listened, that's great. For those that can't afford it, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? I don't go on YouTube channels talking about Ferraris and go, well, I can't afford one, so Ferraris are stupid. You know what I'm saying? This country is going to fall. From the fall, you will either A, be 100% at the mercy of the United States government, which is their plan, or B, you'll be at your own mercy and the mercy of the networks and the preparations and the actual assets that you've put aside. Because when the U.S. falls, when the economy completely fails, it'll happen like a thief in the night. Literally, it'll be 9/11 all over again, except everything you ever had in the bank, your entire retirement is gone. And then that's that. And you have nothing. Or you have gold and silver to lean on. When one of the biggest, let's just say it, the biggest superpower in the world, China, literally starts backing their dollar with gold, making gold what gold has always been, because the American government's been like, gold's dumb, man. You don't want gold backing up your money. Gold is money. It always has been money. It's the only money there ever was until our government said credit cards, fiat currency. Oh, you know what? How about this? Bitcoin. Something that you can't see, something you can't hold, and something that doesn't actually come from anywhere except the same technocrats that are stealing all the real resources and all the real land. Everything worth anything, the wealthy have stolen right in front of us. And all you're going to have is whatever you do have. Period. You see what I'm saying? This is getting crazy. We are at DEFCON 6 right now, and that doesn't even exist. So how do you like that?